Assalamualaikum, dear students. Thank you very much for joining me in today's 5 minutes creative class, and in which we are going to discuss the Pathfinder in Adobe Illustrator. Whatever the version you are using in Adobe Illustrator, Pathfinder is so much productive and creative tool that will helps you a lot in creating so many interactive and so many creative shapes. That includes combining two shapes together and making them apart and things like this. So let's move on and let me show you that how can you do this and how can you use the Pathfinder tool. So let's first and foremost create two objects and two different type of objects so that they should not looks like each other. So for example, let me move on to the tools and create the first tool, and that is rectangle tool. So here we go. Let's create a rectangle first and fill out any type of color. Maybe what we can do is we can fill out the, no, this is not a good color. Let me have something like this, vibrant good colors, and move on from this to, from here to, let's create something more, another object that might be a star. And yes, I think star is a little bit different. So let's create something from here. And with the help of, as you can see, into the shortcut keys, okay, here are two different objects which I'm going to create. And let me change the color of this to entirely different to the previous one. And now, as you see, there are two objects. One is this square of the box, and then there's a star, right? At any time, if I select any one object into the properties panel, there are different things which pops up. But as soon as, with the help of shift key, as you can see here, I have pressed the left shift key. Let me click here. Now you have selected two different things. And here you can see the properties panel gives you a lot other information that how can you operate with two different objects now. But as our aim is move towards the Pathfinder tool, and from where you can get this Pathfinder, and that is on the right side panels window. Here at the bottom, that's the alignment, and one above to this is the Pathfinder. And if by any instance, if you do not find this icon or this box here, you can move from Windows to the Pathfinder. Here is at the bottom, here is almost at the bottom size, and the shortcut key of opening this is shift plus control plus F9, right? So you click here and let me click here, and here is it's open up. So there are two groups which comes under this category. One is the shape modes, the other is the Pathfinder. And we will be discussing one by one each and everything. So the first is the shape modes. You need to change, you if you are interested in changing the shape, then you have to select any type of mode. That includes unite, that includes minus front, that includes intersect, that include the exclude, right? So, but the most important thing in this case is that you have to select the both objects so that it should combine or unite two objects. So let me click here, and here you can see the upper side, whatever the color that overlap to the bottom one. Now you can see we have two objects unite together into one object. Let me control plus Z and undo, and let me get back to the first one. What we can do is, let's have, with the help of Alt key, let's have a copy of this at the bottom so that there should be no confusion. We should have one copy available to all of us at any moment of time. In anything goes wrong with this, we should have another copy of this. Let me click on this, and with the help of shift key, click on this. Now we have two objects exactly under the Pathfinder, and we are going to experiment the second thing, and that is the minus front. So as you all know that the what thing is right now on the upside, and that is star. So while clicking upon this shape mode minus front, it will automatically delete the star, and remaining option would be green, will be available in whatever the shape that is right now visible. So let me click minus front, and here you can see if you are interested in anything like this, that's the most easiest option which you can do or you can create. So let me undo this, and that is the second shape mode. So let's move on to the third option, and that is the intersect. Intersect means the object which has the common grounds available. Like for example, that is the place which is the common ground available. So that will be eliminated, that will be eliminated, and the only center part, which is in fact the intersection part, that will be available with the third shape mode. And let me click here, intersect, and here you can see all the remaining parts that will be wiped out. And now there's another interesting shape that is right now in front of you. So that is how you can create anything out of this. So let me again undo this, and we are back to the, in fact, in the actual mode. So the next in this case is the exclude mode, but exclude is quite obvious that the intersection part that will be excluded and remaining part will be combined all together. So let me click out, and here you can see that is the, but it is right now into the group format. So right click and ungroup this object, and you can see this part is separate and this part is separate. So that is how you can apply shape modes. Let me undo, undo, and undo. And with the help of these Pathfinder shape modes tool, you can apply on any of the shape जो भी आप create करें, right? So, other than the Pathfinder, there's another category, and that is, in fact, the Pathfinder category that, in fact, gives you one step more, one step ahead, and that is the divide tool, trim tool, merge tool, and crop, and plenty of things like this, minus back and outline and something like this. So from here, let's move on to the first tool, and that is the divide tool. So what exactly the divide tool do? Click here and have a look at this. Divide tool, in fact, divide these sections into different parts. For example, we have merge shapes together already. One is this, then there's another one is this. Select this and click on this. So automatically what it'll do is that the overlapping part that will be separate and this will be separate. For example, let me click here, right click and ungroup, and here you can see this part has been now separated, this has been separated, and this is a separate part. So we have divided, we have in fact divided the whole object into whatever the possible parts that is available that can be done, and this should be divided into that. Let me undo this and let's move on to, in fact, our original shape. Sorry, let me go one step more, because this will give us, now we have a separate shape of star and we have a separate shape of box. So let me select again with the help of shift key, both objects selected, the first Pathfinder tool that we have done. Now let's move on to the trim tool. What exactly this do? Trim tool, as soon as you click on this and now you select this one, right click and ungroup, have a look at this one, right? This is more or less exactly the same what in fact this do. Minus front or no, sorry, not the minus one. In fact, there's another tool that in fact do more or less like the same. So let me undo this, and with the help of this tool, again, you can exclude any of the either front or minus or whatever the things you are interested in. So let me select both again, and the third option in this category is the merge one. So what exactly is do? This shape mode is unite, and this shape mode is in fact merge. But there is a small difference between both of them. Merge will in fact merge, but it will retain the properties, it will retain the colors, whatever that is, in fact. But once into the shape modes, once you unite this, in fact, it combines, but it operates with the same single color. So that's the difference. Let me undo this, and that's the difference between shape mode and the merge. So let me undo this from merge also. Here is, we are back, That is our original shape star tool. And with the help of shift tool, let's move on to the third one. What exactly the crop tool do? Crop tool, in fact, do something like this. So what you can do is, that was a separate part. Let me right click and ungroup, and you can divide this either, and more or less exactly the same what we were interested in. And that's how you can create this type of shape also. So here we go back to the original shape. So with the help of this, I think outline will in fact do the outline job. Means you, if you are interested in having the outline, so that will be, it hasn't done. In fact, let me undo this. Yeah, let me bring it back again here. Let me select this one with the help of shift key, and here is the outline. Outline, yeah, now it is outlined, in fact. So with the help of outline, what you can do is, you can go here and change the outline color from this to any, and from this to, let me select on 5, and here you can see the outline has been created. So that is usually happened once you have a copy of this and you place another copy of this under the background, and you come up with the just the outlines of this. So that with the help of this tool, you can create entirely different things altogether. And nevertheless, the last in the tool into the Pathfinder is the minus back. So right now, as you all know, whatever the things that is right now at the back, that will be minus. So that's it for the Pathfinder tool. I'm pretty sure with the help of these tools, you can very easily and effectively merge, unite, uh, trim, merge, intersect, crop, and plenty of other tools which are available into the shape modes and the Pathfinder tools you can create. So best of luck, dear students. That's it for today into this topic, and we move on to the next topic. Take care.